people play with people intelligence the way they play with people intelligence and intellect, you know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean?
Welcome to the channel. Hit that like button and subscribe right now. You don't want to miss a second of this straight up madness. Let's dive right in. Tony Yayo just lit the whole internet on fire. He pulled up on JPrince, and what went down, whew, it might be one of the wildest call-outs hip-hop has ever seen. Picture this. JPrince allegedly tried to pull that tired old check-in or else move on none other than 50 Cent. And what did 50 do? Did he blink? Did he beg? Not a chance?
You know what's the to me? There's a who pick who he fight with.
Right.
Like if you see it and you go, oh, I'm not going because this.
I won't him, but I'll
I think I can take him.
Right.
He fired back with that cold New York energy, exposed the whole shady setup, and pretty much dared Prince to step to him. It went from a slow burn tension to a full-on nuclear level beef in no time. But here's the kicker. This wasn't just some random pop-off. No way. This heat had been bubbling under the surface for years. Way before 50 ever touched down in Houston, the tension was real, and now it's blown all the way up, sky high. Let's spin it back real quick for the ones in the back.
Me, there's a who pick who he fight with.
Right.
Like if you see it and you go, oh, I'm not going because this.
I won't him, but
I think I can take him.
Right.
You want to fight the you think you.
JPrince, the founder of Rap-A-Lot Records, a straight-up OG in the streets, and Houston's unofficial godfather. Ain't just a name, he's a whole movement. He's the type that don't gotta make noise. His moves shake the whole city without a sound. If you're a rapper sliding into H-Town and you don't check in, you might as well kiss that chain goodbye, or worse. Cause when Prince talks, the entire Houston listens. But 50 Cent, oh man, he's a different beast. From day one, 50 been on that lone wolf vibe. No bows, no handshakes, no begging, just raw street muscle and a straight military mindset. He's scrapped with everybody from Ja Rule to Irv Gotti and came out swinging. That's how 50 built his whole name. Never folding, never bowing down.
What do you say to that?
What I would say to that is, you know, I have a track record, man, and the Prince family have a track record of 30 plus years of, you know what I mean, honoring and loving on our guests and being with our guests, and no shit like this never happened. But here's the thing, and this is what people don't understand.
G-Unit wasn't just a label, it was a whole movement. They didn't check in, they didn't kiss no rings, and they definitely didn't pay for protection. Their energy was loud and clear, screaming to the world, we don't need nobody.
We ain't never had nobody to attack us. If you know what I mean. You know, when a man attack a situation with a weapon, then, you know, it become a playing field where, you know,
So when word hit the streets that 50 was thinking about making the big move to Houston, oh man, it wasn't just about changing zip codes. It was a straight up power move.
I got out there, they showed me a lot of love. But Shreveport had the infrastructure already here. Like even the tax incentive was put back.
Well, yeah. And so a lot of people have been talking about, man, he's here only because they gave him a cheap deal or something like that. The reality is there's more to that deal than that. Way more.
They can't see.
Break that down.
I'm spending $20 million this year anyway, in the same building that they're saying was the cheap building.
Right.
So fine.
If 50 touched down in JPrince's city without bowing down, that wasn't just throwing shade, that was war. That was like kicking down the castle doors and crowning himself the new king. And chilly, it happened. At first, the beef was low-key. 50 was still holding it down in New York, doing what he does best, trolling like it's his full-time job.
Ike and Junior was walking by. He actually went in the restroom to wash blood off his hand where he had reached up on the takeoff. He had to pick him up, and his fingers went in it. You know why? Blood.
Meanwhile, JPrince was running Houston from the shadows, keeping it real hush-hush. But then, boom, 50 dropped a bomb on Twitter. I love New York, but I live in Houston now. I'll explain later. And baby, the timeline exploded. This wasn't no clout-chasing stunt. 50 had real moves cooking behind the scenes. Taxes were tearing into his bag up north, so Houston wasn't just a change of scenery. It was a full-blown empire shift.
the city of Houston, but he didn't just come here to live. He has been helping out on so many causes in this city. And especially, he has been in our high schools, turning our high school students into entrepreneurs with his GUnity program. I've seen him firsthand. This city has been elevated because of his presence. And so today we have the honor of saying to him, he's our 2022 Grand Marshal. Give it up to Curtis 50 Jackson.
Bigger properties, cheaper living, a music scene that's popping off. It was a boss move all around. And don't forget, Branson Cognac needed that southern heat, and Houston's liquor game, straight up gold. This wasn't just relocation. This was a straight up takeover. But guess what? 50 didn't check in, and that right there sparked the fire. Rumors flew everywhere. JPrince allegedly felt like 50 was trying to snatch the crown without even showing a little respect. Just pulled up like he owned the place. Total disrespect. And when JPrince feels disrespected, oh baby, pressure's coming. Word on the street is he tried to send a little message. Wanted 50 to pay that street tax. But 50, man, he laughed it off and told his people, we got our own protection. We don't pay to play, period. So what did JPrince allegedly do?
Now, before I call on him to speak, let me present you first a key to the city of Houston. Anywhere you go, 550 buildings, use the key, the door will swing wide.
Word is, he ordered a straight up no-fly zone, basically told 50, don't even show your face around here. Normally that would scare most folks off. But this is 50 Cent we're talking about. He hopped on Instagram throwing all kinds of smoke, slick memes, petty captions, and little jabs that turned the whole thing into a full-blown soap opera. And trust, he made sure everybody knew he wasn't running from nobody. While the drama played out, 50 was quietly building something major behind the scenes, laying the foundation for a 20 million 0 cents G-Unit film studio right in Houston. Let that sink in. That studio could have flipped the whole game. Internships, jobs, a cultural rebirth, real legacy type stuff. But just like that, poof, the plan got yanked. 50 rerouted everything to Shreveport, Louisiana. Official story?
We need to change the word for the youngsters. The checking in part, is they seem to get hung up on that word, checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing.
Right.
Better infrastructure. But come on, we know the real. The street politics in Houston were heating up fast, and 50 wasn't about to play tag with snakes in the grass. So 50 dipped out quietly and just kept stacking his wins. And here's the crazy part. Houston still showed him mad love. By 2022, not even a full year later, the whole game flipped. Houston's own mayor, Sylvester Turner, gave 50 the ultimate flex, the key to the city. And get this, they even made November 24th officially 50 Cent Day in Houston. And they did it big, right at the Thanksgiving Day parade. And Mayor Turner, he didn't just call him a rapper. He called him an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, somebody actually changing lives through his G-Unity program.
What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Maybe we may want to tell him.
50 was out here helping students, launching youth projects, and giving back to the community like he was born and raised in the H. The people went absolutely wild for him. He wasn't just welcomed, he got celebrated like a hometown hero. Oh, the glow up was real. And 50, man, he didn't stop there. In 2024, he flipped the script again, auctioned off 2 massive bottles of his Le Chemin du Roi champagne to raise cash for Houston Children's Charity.
Right,
Yeah.
You're stuck on stupid and you're not using your powers or access to powers that you have. You're looking at it as a negative versus a positive. We all know if you can tap into good people wherever you go.
Wherever. Yeah.
But I mean, it's a blessing.
And pulled in a cool $500,000. The whole event racked up $6 million total. 0 cents owed to anybody. Cameras were flashing, mayors were clapping, and JPrince allegedly sitting on the sidelines looking like a dethroned king. Once the silent ruler of Houston, now he had to watch the city roll out the red carpet for the same man he allegedly tried to block out. And just when you thought it couldn't get any hotter, boom, Tony Yayo jumped into the mix, loud, raw, and unfiltered on Vlad TV. Yayo broke all the codes wide open. He exposed why G-Unit never checked in, and baby, the way he said it, straight savage. Tony Yayo dragged the whole system, straight up calling the check-in game what it really is. Extortion with a smile. Not protection, just straight pressure. You land in Houston, you check in, you pay up. And maybe, just maybe, your chain don't mysteriously vanish. But if you don't, well, let's just say accidents happen. Sound familiar? Yayo even brought up Pop Smoke, a straight-up warning shot. When artists lean on street alliances instead of locking in real security, they end up lined up and caught slipping.
Turn me down. What you said? Don't turn me down. What you on, folks?
Don't turn you down.
Yeah, man. What you on, folks?
What you mean what I'm on?
What you on, man? What the deal there? What up?
What up? You want to buy your shit back or what?
You ain't get you flunked out ass little nigga. I'm trying to see where you at. You dumb mother. What you got? $20 out of cup?
Nah, nigga. You know what we got, nigga. Stop that cap.
Man. Hey, the motherfucker.
Nigga, capping, bro. They gonna believe anything.
You want me to start my car? I just took a picture in the same car today with my little boy. You only.
Yayo didn't sugarcoat nothing. G-Unit, they stayed far away from all that mess. No favors, no handouts, just tight circles and real muscle. Why? Because when the pressure hits, all those so-called street alliances vanish, and you're left out there to fend for yourself. And baby, Yayo made it crystal clear. Messing with check-ins is how you end up with a RICO case on your back. Then things got even uglier. NBA YoungBoy pulled up in Houston on business. No check-in, no bowing down, and bam, chaos. His stuff, gone. Chain snatched, cash missing, keys disappeared. A full-on street robbery, no cap.
You know what I mean? Because the little homie young boy place got broke into, people went in his place, disrespected different things, and you know, I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, young boy family is okay with me.
And guess who popped up trying to play hero? Yep, JPrince. But instead of moving like a real OG and handling it behind closed doors, he jumped on Instagram, posted a video flexing like, look at me, I recovered young boy's stuff. Total messy move. Man, stuff like this felt straight out of a messy reality show. Young boy wasn't having none of it. He clapped back instantly. He called JPrince a 60-year-old clout chaser. Straight up said, if it was really about helping, he would have picked up the phone, not tried to go viral for clout. And baby, the internet ate it up. Even OGs like Cameron and Mano jumped into the mess.
As you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren. You know, all that shit that they took. And the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
We got your Rolls Royce umbrellas. You got your keys. You got a bunch of...
They dragged JPrince for still trying to play kingpin in a world that's already moved on. They made it loud and clear. Real OGs lift people up, they don't extort them. And if you're still out here playing street games in your 60s, you didn't make it, you failed. But oh, it didn't stop there. Let's talk about those infamous dice games, JPrince's second favorite hustle, right behind intimidation. Yeah, the street's been whispering about that for a while too. These weren't just some casual dice games. No, baby, these were setups. High stakes, heavy tension, money flying everywhere, and behind the scenes, people had been whispering for years that it was all rigged, straight up traps. Then came that tragic night, the night we lost Takeoff. A dice game, an argument, a shot fired, and just like that, gone. Takeoff, one of the most peaceful, gifted voices in hip-hop, taken over pure nonsense. And what made it even worse? The whispers, the talk that JPrince was heated because Takeoff and Quavo rolled up without checking in, without showing that street respect. And allegedly, he gave the green light to teach them a lesson.
I don't want no friends. I don't want no new relationships. All that. I don't respect none of that shit, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty around me you could call. Nigga, it's plenty ways you can get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that pussy and shit. And I'm good on keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Man,
It wasn't supposed to go down like that, but it did. And when the questions started flying, JPrince did the dance, dodging, deflecting, never owning a thing. Matter of fact, he even slipped up once and basically admitted to tampering with evidence. That's not just shady, that's straight up dangerous. And don't forget about Duke the Jeweler. Same city, same dice game energy. He walked in after winning 100K and he never walked out. Yeah, he never made it out. Robbed, shot, gone. Another black man lost, another tragedy. All tied to this twisted, toxic street code that's been poisoning hip-hop for way too long. And while all that chaos is going down, guess what 50 Cent's doing? He's building, setting up centers, dropping scholarships, handing out turkeys and toys, building a real legacy, not one based on fear.
The people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the...
And the streets? Oh, they're talking. Word is, 50 ain't just trolling for laughs anymore. Nah, he's been moving in silence, stacking receipts, gathering proof, talking to people, and mapping out how this whole check-in culture might just be a full-blown extortion empire hiding in plain sight. And if the feds catch a whiff of that, game over. Cause let's not forget, 50 Cent don't play checkers, he plays chess. He's built empires off petty memes and a couple savage Instagram posts. So if you think he ain't ready to drop the hammer if somebody pushes him, think again. And here's the real kicker. While JPrince is allegedly clinging to an outdated street crown, 50, he already got the key to the city. While one man's allegedly out here trying to muscle artists, 50's out there in stadiums, on stages, feeding families, cutting ribbons, and running million-dollar programs like a true boss. So now, the million-dollar question is, who really runs Houston? Is it the shadowy street enforcer still trying to hold on to 1999? Or the man who pulled up, didn't check in, built an empire from the ground up, and got crowned by the mayor himself? Because if you ask the people, the answer's already loud and clear. Let us know in the comments. Did 50 Cent cross the line? Or is he the hero hip-hop needed to finally blow the lid off this so-called protection game? Is he rewriting the rules? Or just throwing matches on a house that's already burning down? Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop your thoughts below. Because baby, this saga is just getting started. Share this video with your crew, and trust, the next chapter is gonna be even messier. See you on the next one.